Lamborghini just dropped something the car world can't stop talking about. A hybrid V12 hypercar so extreme it rewrites what we thought was possible from Sant'Agata. It's called the Fenomeno, revealed during Monterey Quail Week, and Lamborghini says it's the most powerful V12 they've ever put in a road car. Before I tear this apart, smash that subscribe button like you're slamming the throttle on a Fenomeno with a bad Wi-Fi signal, because this story gets wilder in every chapter. Stick around. The next few minutes reveal tech, secrets and a mystery about why only a tiny handful will ever exist. This wasn't a quiet designer sketch. Lamborghini unveiled the Fenomeno at the Quail during Monterey Car Week, a stage reserved for the exotic and the elite. They officially position it as a few-off limited run celebrating Centro Style's anniversary. An in-house manifesto of design and performance, the marque confirmed it will be produced in just 29 units, so already, not a rumour, not a concept-only exercise. This is a real production line decision, extremely limited, extremely exclusive, which raises the immediate question, what did they cram into those 29 masterpieces? I'll get into that, and into the tiny detail that made engineers sweat. The bodywork looks like a spaceship, but every crease has a purpose. Wait till you hear what it can do to airflow. Look at the Fenomeno, and you see Lamborghini's long-tail silhouette turned up to 11, but this isn't emotional styling for Instagram likes. Lamborghini calls it a hyper-design manifesto, extreme vents, big S-ducts, race-inspired diffusers, and a long tail inspired by their track machines. The goal? Massive aerodynamic load when you want it, and clean, low drag when you don't. Joke. It's the kind of car that makes aerodynamicists feel like sculptors and sculptors feel like aerodynamicists, and both of them fight over the last croissant at the factory cafeteria. The body is only half the story. The chassis and materials under that skin are next, and they changed the rules. Lamborghini built the Fenomeno on a carbon fibre monocoque, but then took it further with forged composite and new monofuselage techniques that reduce weight while increasing torsional rigidity. The result? A sculpted carbon shell that's track-ready but tailored for road use. Reports indicate a significant power-to-weight advantage versus the Revuelto, thanks to both structure and aggressive weight savings. Little detail that fascinates me. Every vent and coaming is positioned to feed cooling to specific hybrid components, because this car combines a screaming V12 with an electric system that needs airflow as much as the engine does. Speaking of the engine, yes, it's a V12, but not the same V12 you thought you knew. Keep listening. Here's the headline. The Fenomeno pairs a 6.5-litre naturally aspirated V12 with 3 electric motors producing a combined output of around 1,080 CV, roughly 1,065 GP, making it Lamborghini's most powerful V12 creation to date. This hybrid architecture builds on the Revuelto's platform but goes notably further in both combustion output. Breakdown? The new V12 reportedly produces somewhere around 820, 835 GP on its own, depending on the source and tuning, while the electric motors add the rest, with the system tuned for bursts of torque, instant throttle response, and torque vectoring at the front axle. This combo yields blistering acceleration, 0-62 miles per hour in roughly 2.4 seconds, and a top speed exceeding approximately 217 mph, 350 kilometers per h, in the official reports. Funny note, it's the rare hybrid where the electric bits behave like an intrusive sibling helping you win a race. Polite, but brutally effective. The hybrid system isn't just for straight-line speed. Next, we'll decode how it sharpens handling. To harness that power, Lamborghini fitted race-grade suspension tuning, adjustable dampers, and advanced torque vectoring courtesy of the electric front axle motors. The Fenomeno's setup lets the front motors provide precise torque distribution while the rear V12 delivers raw drive, giving a feel that's planted but razor-sharp through corners. Sources note a best-in-class power-to-weight ratio that translates into insane on-track performance. The brakes are derived from their LMDH work, CCMR plus carbon ceramic discs, designed to handle repeated high-speed stops without fade. For owners, that means a car that can scream down a straight and then be immediately reset for another flying lap. But here's an inside twist. Lamborghini built Fenomeno as much as a technological statement as a performance one, and that statement hides a few secrets that influenced newer models. The Fenomeno is part of Lamborghini's few-off tradition, but it also served as a rolling lab. Engineers used it to refine hybrid packaging, supercapacitor battery interplay, and advanced aero control systems. The small battery pack is tuned more for performance bursts than long EV range. Reports suggest around a 7 kWh pack, giving short-range, zero-emission runs and instant torque when needed. That system allows regenerative braking to recharge aggressively on track, and the electric motors to offer torque vectoring that's more responsive than mechanical systems alone. In practice, the Fenomeno drives like a V12 car that secret-weaponed itself with electricity. And while the tech is exciting, the Fenomeno's scarcity raises a question. Why only 29 units? The answer gets a little political and a bit practical. Coming up. Limited runs are part engineering, part theatre. Lamborghini builds few-offs, both to test ideas outside the constraints of mass models and to offer collectors something utterly unique. 29 units makes this hypercar a trophy for collectors, allows hand-built processes, and keeps regulations and homologation simpler than a full production model. The press confirmed the 29-unit decision as deliberate, celebrating Centro's style and giving collectors a rare slice of Lamborghini avant-garde. And yes, multiple outlets have already suggested an eye-watering figure in the multi-million-dollar range for each unit. But Lamborghini hasn't confirmed a public price, and those numbers vary by report and market. So if you were thinking, where do I sign? You can't exactly unless you were tapped by your dealer months ago. Speaking of secrets, some design cues and technical ideas here will echo through the next generation of Lamborghinis. I'll connect the dots for you. The Fenomeno isn't an isolated exercise. It's a loud signal about Lamborghini's path. Aggressive design language, hybrid V12 performance, and materials that push weight down while keeping structure up. Expect elements of its aero philosophy, lightweight construction, and hybrid packaging approaches to appear in future limited models, and to influence higher volume models in more subtle ways. If you follow Lamborghini's history, the few-offs are often test beds that go on to influence the Centenario, Sian, and the company's general design language. With the Fenomeno, that influence is simply more extreme and faster to trickle down, but there's another layer: controversies, rumors, and the collector drama that always surrounds million-dollar exotics. We'll peel that back next. Within hours of the reveal, outlets were debating price. Some suggested a ballpark north of $3 million per car. Other whispers placed it even higher, depending on customization. The point: these cars aren't going to dealers like normal cars. They'll go to collectors with history, track commitments, or deep ties to Lamborghini. Expect long waiting lists, bespoke options through ad personam, and a secondary market buzz that will dominate conversations for years. Also expect them to appear at high-profile events. Pebble Beach, Goodwood, and private collections. Beyond hype and numbers, there's a personal piece, what the Fenomeno says about Lamborghini's instincts. I'll wrap that up next. The Fenomeno is more than a sum of parts, it's a statement. Lamborghini still believes in the visceral poetry of a screaming V12, even as it embraces electrification. It's a limited-run manifesto that lets engineers and designers experiment at the highest level, and it signals where the brand is headed: louder, lighter, and more extreme. If you loved this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe to AB Tech Lab so you don't miss the deep dives I'll do into Fenomeno owner interviews, in-depth technical breakdowns, and track tests when we can get seat time footage. No loose ends left. That's a promise. Until next time, drive curious. And remember, in the world of hypercars, the best secrets are the ones that leave fingerprints on the future. Quick reference: unveiled at the Quail, Monterey Car Week, August 2025. Limited production 29 units. Powertrain 6.5 LV12 plus 3 electric motors. Total approximately 1080 CV or 1065 horsepower. Performance 0 to 62 miles per hour in approximately 2.4 seconds, top speed greater than 217 miles per hour. Positioning, few off-limited hypercar celebrating Centro's style, built as a performance and design manifesto.